You see, it's curious, isn't it, how sometimes we forget what we used to believe, and we begin to remember something even more important. And you might not even notice when it starts or when it finishes, because there's a part of you that's already learning even now. And if you listen to these words, or perhaps let them speak to you, you might start to wonder, what if the beliefs you feared the most were simply seeds, disguised as stones? And every time you feared being alone, you were actually being guided to find the richest companion within. Because loneliness is a teacher, not a threat. And fear is just a flashlight, pointing directly to your next level of strength. Now, isn't it interesting? The more you feared the loss of love, the more you remembered the depth of it. Because love, true love, it's not something that leaves, it echoes. And sometimes the absence of a voice makes you hear the soul even louder. And when you thought, what will I do when they're gone? Another voice quietly replied, you'll rise. Because you were never separate. You were always whole. And I don't know if you've ever woken from a dream and still felt the warmth of someone who wasn't there. But sometimes memories live longer than moments, and connection stretches far beyond presence. You see, resilience, it isn't something you get, it's something you remember. It was there when you took your first step. It was there when you first fell and rose again. And now it's rising again. And if the fear was just feedback, and the pain was just part of the polishing process, then every anxious thought was a compass, not a curse. So you begin to install something new now, without needing to try, because trying implies resistance, and you've already begun. By focusing on combining all these ideas, beliefs and concepts and installing them unconsciously as a new belief system. You see, when a caterpillar wraps itself in fear, the world calls it a cocoon. And when it dissolves entirely, we call that transformation. You're allowed to dissolve what no longer serves. The fear of being alone becomes the fire of independence. The dread of loss becomes the devotion of presence. And the belief that you must rely on others to survive shifts into the truth that you were born whole and built to connect, not depend. And every breath becomes a subtle reminder that support systems don't disappear, they evolve. From outer scaffolds to inner steel, from borrowed courage to embodied certainty. So you begin to know, without needing to understand, that when something dies, something awakens. That when you let go of a branch, you remember how to fly. Now, let me tell you something strange but true. There once was a traveller who feared being alone, until they realised they'd been carrying a village inside their chest. Every word spoken in love, every touch, every memory, every moment of grace, it all lived inside them. And they were never alone again. And you might wonder, when exactly does the old belief fall away? Is it when you stop fearing the silence, or when the silence starts singing? It doesn't really matter, because even now, you're becoming the one that you used to wait for. And you can feel this unfolding in layers, can't you? As if each word installs a new file into your operating system, and it runs silently, efficiently, powerfully in the background. I'm resilient, I'm resourceful, I'm capable. I'm a master of adaptation. Connection flows to me and through me. Every ending is a beginning. I build new support systems as needed. I'm free, I'm whole, I'm safe. Because you know, people don't respond to reality. They respond to beliefs. And now your frame is strong. Your belief's compelling. And the strongest frame always wins. Maybe it's amusing how quickly everything begins to align once you install the code and the code installs you. You're remembering now that reality is not fixed, it's fluid. That every fear is just a puzzle with a hidden gift. And your identity is a river, not a rock. And as this becomes your truth, you begin living it without effort. Like a flame doesn't try to burn. It just is. Because you're not just a survivor. You're the architect of meaning, the poet of purpose, the sculptor of your own psyche. And everything that frightened you is now fuel. Every wound is now wisdom. Every goodbye is now a guide. And all the beliefs that you needed, they're here now, operating in silence, powerful, automatic, embedded. My past prepared me. My presence empowers me. My future excites me. Loss is not the end. It's the reorganization of love. Fear is not my master. It's my motivator. I don't seek safety. I create it. I do not beg for connection. I become it. As you drift from old scripts into new stories, you may wonder, when the change happened? There's no need to know, because it's already installed, running, spreading, seeding new thoughts, creating new habits, attracting new experiences. And something within you whispers, I'm ready now. I'm becoming who I truly am. And the world is shifting with me.